Hey guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. So today's unboxing is going to be of the new Space NK UK gift with purchase. This is for June 2020, so it's the summer refresh gift. Now this particular gift with purchase has sold out already. It literally sold out within the first day that it went online, which is really disappointing because it's obviously better if they've got a lot of stock and everyone can get hold of it, but unfortunately this does happen a lot with the gift with purchases. I recently did a unboxing of Cult Beauty's gift with purchase. I suspect because that went first, that took an extra day or so before that one sold out, that people have gone and got the Space NK one who couldn't get hold of the Cult Beauty one. Anyway, so I ordered it yesterday when it went on sale, first thing in the morning. It came today, so I'm going to do an unboxing. I'm going to show you everything inside. So you had to spend £175 in order to get the gift completely free. The gift is said to be worth over £330, and I will have under the video a list of everything that came in the gift along with how much each item is worth. Apart from the fact that there are 3 extra items in my gift that weren't mentioned on the Space NK website, and they're not mentioned in any of the literature that came with the gift with purchase. So that's a little bit strange, and I'll talk to you about that in a minute. I saw an online blogger did an unboxing of the box before it went live, and she had these products as well, plus another one. So I'm not really sure what's going on, whether there's just a mistake been made when Space NK's put this gift together, but I'm not going to argue. I've got 3 extra products, 2 of which I can't even seem to find listed on the Space NK website, so perhaps the new launches. Anyway, before I get into the unboxing, I'm going to show you a little bit of a Space NK haul, all the things I bought to get this gift. So if you want to see the Space NK haul, stick around. If not, I will put a timestamp and you can go straight to the gift with purchase. So in terms of what I bought to get the gift, I picked up this palette by Hourglass. This is the Ambient Lighting Edit Ghost. I saw this when it originally came out, which was just before Christmas last year, so it's not like a new product or anything, but I've been umming and ahhing for ages, and I've just never spent this much on a palette before. This was £75, very reflective, as you can see. And I'm not really a big wearer of things like bronzer or highlighters and stuff, but I have started wearing them more recently, so I thought I'd get this because I've just been looking at it for so long and it's what I really wanted. So it's got the full length mirror, and then it's got these 6 shades. So you've got a bronzer, 2 blushes, 2 finishing powders and a highlighter. I'm not going to go into too much detail on swatch because I know it's been done a million times before because it is a really popular product. The packaging on this isn't the most luxe. It's got like a plastic base and then the reflective cover, which I know was commented on when the palette first came out, but I bought it for the shades inside. They are ones that work with paler skin, so hopefully these will work for me. So I just kind of had it on my wish list. That's what I do when I know Space NK are going to come out with a gift with purchase. I tend to have on my wish list what I'm going to buy so that I'm ready to order it as soon as the gift goes live, because like I said, they do often sell out, and this time it's sold out even quicker, so that was no exception. I picked up one of my favourite deodorants. This is by Malin and Goats. I actually got this originally as a sample in a previous gift with purchase. I can't remember if it was a Space NK gift with purchase or a Cult Beauty one, but this is a natural deodorant, and I only use natural deodorant now, but they're not all fantastic by any means, and this one I really like. It smells like eucalyptus, it's unisex, it's just really lovely. And so this is the full size of that, and this was £19. Then I picked up some Tan Luxe Super Glow. This is hyaluronic self-tan serum, and it's basically a gradual tanner. I've been using the light to medium Tan Luxe drops recently, but this one gets fantastic reviews, and it's something I'm going to continue using because I want a bit more colour on my face. I don't tan my face in the sun, so I just kind of want to catch up with the rest of it by using some of this. So this is a 30ml size. This was £35. I also, from Tan Luxe, this is in bubble wrap, I also picked up the Body Super Glow by Tan Luxe. So this is a 150ml size, and this was also £35, but it's for the body. And finally, I picked up this cleanser. I've got a bit of a thing for cleansers. I really like mixing up my cleansers. This is ridiculously expensive for a cleanser, in my opinion. It's by Sunday Riley. I used it years ago. It came in a gift with purchase, I'm sure it did, a few years ago. And I loved it, but I could never bring myself to pay what they charge for this. It's £46. But this is basically my birthday gift from my husband. He asked me what I wanted for my birthday and I was like, I want the gift with purchase. So I thought I'd treat myself and just get something I really wanted. So this is the Blue Moon cleanser, and it just smells really, it's got like the blue tansy in, so it's a lovely nighttime cleanser, and it's just dead gentle and a little goes a long way. So it will last quite a long time, but I just wish it wasn't so expensive. I do think £46 is a lot for a 100g cleanser, but I am excited. It's one I really wanted. So we're going to get into the gift with purchase. I'm going to do it a little bit differently. Instead of just picking things out at random, I'm going to do it by category. So we'll do like cleansers, masks, moisturisers, eye creams, so you can see how many of each type of product they've included. Before I get into that, the 3 items that are not mentioned on this leaflet that came with it, and like I said, that weren't mentioned on Space NK's website, are these 3 products. So in here we've got the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. This is a 3.5g travel or sample size. Now this isn't massively worth a lot of money because I think the full size is like £29, but I love it. It's my go-to daily translucent setting powder, so I'm dead happy there's another one because I'll just add it to my little stash of travel minis. So it's one I'll use, but it is, in my opinion, the best setting powder. I've never found any other setting powder that works as well as this. I've tried Hourglass, Kat Von D, lots of other ones. Love this, always go back to this. Better than the Charlotte Tilbury one as well, in my opinion. I just really like it. It's a loose setting powder and it's amazing, and that's in translucent. So that I'll be able to list underneath with the price because I can work out how much it's worth. But then this is from Clarks Botanicals. Now Clarks Botanicals is also sold at Space NK, but this particular product isn't found on the website at all. In fact, I could only find it on a website that would ship from the US to the UK, so I wasn't that sure that the pricing on it was really what it will be when it's sold at Space NK, assuming that's what they're going to do in the future. But this is what the product looks like inside. It's like a gel texture moisturiser, so I think that's why it's such a thin, fine one. But it's called the Jasmine Vital Cream. I don't know exactly how much is inside it because it doesn't appear to have a size on it, which is slightly unusual. But looking at the Clarks Botanical US website, it looks like it's a new launch for them from earlier this year. So like I said, perhaps this is just something that's coming to Space NK. But I'm going to mention these 3 first, and then like I said, I'll get into everything else. Then we've got a product from TATA HARPER, which is another one that's stocked by Space NK. But this particular moisturiser is not listed on the Space NK website. And again, I can't find it anywhere in the UK. So it's on the TATA HARPER website as a new launch. And it's the Waterlock Moisturiser, and this is in a 10ml size. But this is a pricey brand, as is Clarks Botanicals. So these 2 are likely to be worth quite a bit. So it actually takes the value of the gift above the £3.30 that they originally quoted. So, like I said, I'm not going to argue. I've got some more products to try. It's just slightly unusual that they're not mentioned specifically on the website or on the literature. Anyway, so this is the little box they sent the gift with purchase in. So that was the big box my order arrived in behind me with the items I'd ordered. But then in here it's just got some white tissue paper, and it came with this little leaflet which tells you about each item. It tells you how much the full sizes are worth on the leaflet. It doesn't tell you the size of the item that you've received, just what a full size would weigh and what the price would be. So we're going to start off with cleansers. There are 4 cleansers in this gift with purchase, which is rather a lot, and I believe the last Space NK gift with purchase had 5 cleansers in it, so it is pretty cleanser heavy. I don't mind that. I've got a bit of a thing with cleansers, and it's obviously a great way to try the different cleansers before committing to a full size. Also brilliant for travel, as you can imagine. So starting off with Omorovskaya, which I can never pronounce. It's the More Cream Cleanser. I used this some years ago and haven't used it for a long time since. So this one I find is a really great cleanser for somebody with oily or breakout prone skin. So it's almost like a mud mask type cleanser, not as drying as a mud mask, but it kind of sucks out any impurities in the skin. This is in a 30ml size. There is one by Then Effect. This is a pore minimizing cleanser. I have never tried this one, but I have used a couple of other things by the brand. This is in a 15ml size, and this one is again for removing impurities and reducing the appearance of pore size. We've got the Eve Lom cleanser. So this is the kind of famous cloth cleanser. It was the first cloth cleanser that was brought out. It's one of those like beauty editors swear by and stuff, comes with a muslin cloth. Personally, I'm sure this used to work for me years ago. It doesn't really work for me now. It's a balm pot cleanser that you kind of warm up with your hands, do a bit of a facial moisturiser and remove it with the cloth, but I'm just not a big fan of it. I mean, I suppose it does work, I just don't like using it, so this will be one I think I'll be gifting rather than using myself, but it's a staple type product for a lot of people, so I'm sure a lot of people will love it. Then one of my favourite cleansers, this is a Drunk Elephant product. You know, I love my Drunk Elephant one. If you've been to the channel before, you know I like Drunk Elephant stuff, so always happy to see a Drunk Elephant one in here. So it's a Slaai Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser. So this is just a lovely melting, as it has the name suggests, butter cleanser. So it's like a solid in the top, and you just kind of warm it up with your hands and moisturise, put it all over your face, and it's sort of like a gentle moisturising type cleanser, and you can remove eye makeup and stuff with it as well. They're also including in here the little bamboo booster. These are basically exfoliating grounds that you apply to the skin mixed into the cleanser, and it gives you a physical exfoliation, so particularly good if you've got sensitive skin. And when you buy the full size, you get a bigger version of the booster as well, so it's always nice that they include that with the little mini cleanser as well, so you can experience it in one of the ways that they suggest using it. So they're the 4 cleansers. Then for face masks, we've got 2 face masks. We've got this sheet mask. This one is by Flash Mask. It's their hydrating face mask with hyaluronic acid and vitamin B5. It's a full size 28ml. You can buy these individually, and these individually retail at £8. I've used it before. Excellent 5-minute hydration mask. This is a sort of mask I particularly like to use on like a long haul flight, when I'm on the fly, and I just like to cleanse my face and then apply this mask whenever we'll be able to get back on flights and things like that. But it is an excellent one for travel and or just when you need a little bit of extra hydration in the skin. So happy that's in there. Then we've got this one, which I've had in a previous gift with purchase. It's by Sisley. It's the Black Rose Cream Mask in a 10ml size. Now this is really expensive in a full size. I think it's about £110 for a full size, and it's amazing. It's a kind of anti-aging, smoothing, plumping, brightening mask that really works and changes your skin overnight, and you really do see the benefits you're using it, but it's just so expensive. So amazing when they're included in things like the gift with purchase, because you get all those like benefits and the nice bit of using the product without having to shell out 110 on the one mask. So always pleased when they include this little beauty. We've got an eye cream, just the one eye cream in this set. So this one is by Natura Bis, and it's their Diamond Extreme Eye 2ml. So this is quite a big box for a 2ml cream. So they've kind of, the box is like way bigger than the actual product. Pretty tiny, especially when you put it next to the box. It's unnecessarily large, that box, in my opinion. I suspect the reason they've done that is because this is such an expensive product. When I first saw a 2ml size eye cream, I was like, that's a bit mean. Usually eye creams in a travel size would be at least 5ml, but actually it's so expensive in a full size. I think that's why they've just given us 2ml. Like I said, all the prices and stuff are listed underneath, but 25ml, so a full size is 5 times the size of this, but a full size is £184. That's another one. Do you really want to shell out £184 on an eye cream? You'd have to be pretty damn sure it works. So again, another good opportunity to check how good it is before committing to a full size. Then we've got a couple of kind of makeup-y type items. So we've got the CC cream by Arborean. Now this CC cream is in the shade Door, which is for a kind of olive or slightly darker skin tone than me, whereas they do one called Claire, and that shade is more for like light skin tones like myself. Now, I actually fell in love with this particular product through one of the previous Space NK gift with purchases, and I used DOR, and it was clear that although it does adapt to your skin, it was still a little bit too dark for me. But by using this, it convinced me to get the full size because I could see how good the product was, even though it wasn't really the right shade for me. So even if it's not your shade, it's worth having a little bit of a go, especially if you're lounging around the house and you just want to see how the product works, because it's a brilliant, brilliant product. I'm just really glad I actually got to try it, because I don't think it's something I would have picked up myself, apart from the fact that I tried it and thought, wow, it's got SPF in there. It just really makes your skin look so much better. It's so natural. It's just brilliant. I absolutely love it. And this is in a 5ml size. A little goes a long way with this as well. So that I'm classing as a kind of makeup-y type item. It's like a replacement for your foundation, but it's good for your skin too. Then we've got a mascara. This is by Terry, and it's the only mascara in the box, because sometimes you get loads of mascaras in these gift with purchases. So this is a 4g size, and it's the mascara Terrybly, which is the name of it. Now this is actually a travel sized version. You can actually buy this on the Space NK website for £15 in this exact size. This is the travel sized version. So it's a pretty generous sort of sample size there. And then finally, in the kind of makeup category, we've got this from NARS. This is a smudge proof eyeshadow base. It's in a 2.8g size. Now I use eyeshadow bases, as most people do. I've never used this particular one. I've looked at it. I think I might have even like added it to my bag and then changed my mind and stuff. So I'm really glad it's in here, because it gets really good reviews, and it's one of those things I always meant to try. So I like the applicator on this as well. So it's like a doe foot applicator, almost like you would find on a concealer or certain lip glosses. And it's just basically a kind of white, clear thing that should help your eyeshadow last a lot longer. Then we've got two hair care products. We've got one by IGK. It's the Beach Club Volumizing Texture Spray. I've used IGK products before, but I've not used this specific one. Not big on texture sprays, but I'm willing to give it a go. This is in a 35ml size, so it is pretty small, but good enough to get a few uses and see how it works. Then by BRIOGEO, we've got the Farewell Frizz Rosarco Milk Leave-In Conditioning Spray. I've used it before. It's a lovely conditioning spray, and it's a 22ml size, so it's a nice tiny one for traveling with. We've also then got a perfume in this little selection. So this one is by Clean Reserve, and it's in the scent Radiant Nectar. Now this is in a 5ml size, so it's more generous than just a kind of sample perfume size. So it's 5ml, and it comes in this lovely little glass bottle, and it's got a little bee on, which I think is super cute. And it's got a metal lid, and it's got a little spray on. So 100ml of this particular product would be £82, and you can only buy it in a full size. You can't buy like a miniature purse spray. But Clean do also make miniature purse sprays, which is sell on the Space NK website, and they're like £20 each. So in a way, you could say this is worth like £10, because it's half of the size of that. This smells really good. I'm not used to getting perfume samples in a gift with purchase and then thinking, wow, I actually really like it. But it's just so kind of fruity, but looks fruity. It's not like a cheap fruity type smell. It's complex. It's just really, really lovely. I think I would be tempted to actually get this in a bigger size. I mean, I don't have a good track record with perfume. I tend to get bored of them quite quickly, so smaller ones are usually better for me. But I was actually blown away by how much I like this scent, so really happy that's in there. There are also some SPFs included in here, which is a great thing to include in a summer gift. So we've got this by Ultrasun. Now, Ultrasun, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this in my videos before, but Ultrasun is my go-to sun cream brand, 100%. If I'm going abroad, I'm wearing Ultrasun. The best thing about Ultrasun is that it is fantastic for sensitive skin, and I can be sensitive to some sun creams, but this I've never had an issue with. It's unscented, it's just amazing, and it works. You apply it once and it literally lasts all day. Like, you do not burn through this stuff. It's brilliant. Obviously reapply if you go swimming, but other than that, I can put it on, I can relax, and I'm done for the day. It's just fantastic. This is the Day SPF 50. It also protects you against infrared A and blue light. So although I do have certain SPFs I use during the day at home living in the UK, if it's a super sunny day, even here in the UK, I will put on something like this just to give my skin the extra level of protection. So this is in a 7ml size and it's just fantastic. I love Ultra Sun, so minis are always good as well, just to pop in your bag if you do need to reapply for any reason during the day. And we have also got this one by Red. This is the Clean Screen Mineral SPF 30 Mattifying Face Sunscreen Broad Spectrum in a 10ml size, and it's a physical SPF with zinc oxide, no chemical UV filters and no silicones. This I have been wanting to try for quite a while. I went back and forth because I was really happy with the Drunk Elephant one, and I still am, and I'm happy with all of the different ones I kind of have on rotation. I also have a Dr. Dennis Gross one and stuff like that, but I did want to try it. Not enough where I could convince myself to buy a full size because I thought I'm not going to get through it. I've got a few others, and obviously SPFs only last so long before they kind of go out of date. So yeah, I wanted to try it, but I never really had the opportunity without buying a full size. But this will be perfect for me to get a few uses, and the next time I go to buy sunscreen I will know whether this is going to work for me or not, so I'm super pleased that that's in there. So that then leaves us with serums and moisturisers, and there's more serums and moisturisers than any other product in this gift, which is fine because I love those products and they're the ones that tend to cost that little bit more money as well. So we've got a KIEHL'S product. This is the KIEHL'S Powerful Strength Line Reducing Concentrate, 12.5% vitamin C and hyaluronic acid, and it's in the 5ml kind of sample size. This has been around for a really long time. Good staple vitamin C product. Then we've got one by DARPHIN, and this is the Intral Sensibly Sensitive Skin. It's a redness relief soothing serum in a 5ml size, and it's a kind of pinkish type colour. So this is particularly for somebody who suffers from, it's got a pump action top as well, particularly somebody who suffers from redness, which I don't really struggle with, but if you do, this would be a really great option to try. Then we've got a Dr. Dennis Gross product. This is the Stress Rescue Super Serum in a 7ml size. Another product I've had my eye on because I've used a lot of Dr. Dennis Gross products. They work, they're effective. I really like them, but they are pretty pricey. I actually went to one of the online Dr. Dennis Gross classes with Space NK with a couple of the people that work for Dr. Dennis Gross, and they did talk about this, and it is supposed to be very good at helping your skin fight any kind of stress and stuff, which can be quite a big deal, especially at the minute. So I'm pleased to use that. 7ml is a decent size as well to give it quite a few uses and see if it's going to work for me. So I'm really pleased with that, and I love the colour. Look at that colour, it's amazing, love it. Then we've got a Verso serum. So I've had a lot of gift with purchases that I've bought over the years, and Verso serum comes up a lot. It's been in nearly all of my Cult Beauty and Space NK ones. So I've used the hydration serum, which has been included a lot, which is okay. It's not blowing me away, but it's a nice enough hydration serum. This one is actually different. So this one is from the same range, but it's a superfacial serum with retinol 8. So it's the retinol version, and this is in a 10ml size. So I haven't actually tried this retinol product, but I'm always trying out different retinols to try and see which one works best for my skin. So happy that that's in there. Finally, another one I'm really excited about. So this is by Kate Somerville. I'm just going to take it out of the bag. This is a liquid exfolicate. Now I use the Exfolikate, is it called the Exfolikate? The like scrub mask, and that is brilliant. So this is like a liquid version, but it's not as strong, I don't believe. And this, from what I've read, is something that you apply to the skin on like a cotton pad to sort of prep the skin before you're going with the rest of your skincare regime, obviously after cleansing. Now this is in a 30ml size, which is half of a full size, and a full size is like £50, I think, so this is worth like £25. So it says just to use in the evening after cleansing, blah 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 blah, follow with your usual night routine. So yeah, happy with that. Then this takes me on to moisturisers, so quite a few. So we've got a Chantecaille one. Chantecaille is crazy expensive, so another one, always good to get a sample of it. So this is not one I've had a sample of before. It's a 5ml size and it's the Rose de Mai cream. Got to love the packaging again though. The packaging's always really lovely. It's sealed, so I'm not going to open it, but it's basically just a rose kind of anti-aging moisturiser that's horrendously expensive in a full size. So yeah, so it's like a day cream and comes in this pretty box. We've got the Augustinus Badia the cream in 7ml. So this is that super duper expensive cream that they do. I think they do the cream and the rich cream and possibly body cream. It's not a huge range anyway, but this is one that's like a bit of a famous type moisturiser and people go wild for it. And even a 15ml is pretty expensive of it. So even though it's only 7ml, that's actually quite generous. So I've used it. It's a nice cream. Didn't really blow me away. I'd be pretty gutted if I'd spent a few £100s on it, but if you're dying to see what it's like, then this is a good place to start. We've got a product from Murad. Now when I was researching, because like I said, I like to do a bit of research before I do these videos and look at how much each individual product is worth, so I can work all that out for you, I thought, Space NK don't sell Murad, so why is there a Murad gift in their gift with purchase? That's really odd. But actually it says that Murad will be coming to the Space NK website really soon, so this is obviously just a bit of a preview of what they will be selling. So this is the nutrient charged water gel, so it's like a super lightweight moisturiser. Doesn't really smell of much. It's a whipped light texture. Then we've got an Emma Hardie Moisture Boost and Vitamin C cream. So this one is your vitamin C in with your moisturiser. Emma Hardie, good staple product, and it says reduces area of dark pigmentation, increases cellular renewal, all things that vitamin C naturally does. Again, not one I'm blown away by, but I know a lot of people like Emma Hardie, so I'm sure a lot of people will be pleased that was included in there. From GOLDFADEN MD, we've got the Solution Vital Boost Even Skin Tone Daily Moisturiser with Vitamin D, Hyaluronic Acid and Gooseberry. And this one is for problem uneven skin tones. This is in a 15ml size. Used a couple of products by this brand before. They were pretty decent, especially the Bright Eyes Eye Cream, which I think I got in a Space NK advent calendar a long time ago, but it was pretty decent and not a brand I would have looked at otherwise. So I was happy to discover the brand at that time. Then by Caudalie, we've got the Vino Perfect Dark Spot Correcting Moisturiser. This is in a 15ml size, and it's their pretty well known thick white moisturiser, great for getting rid of dark spots, and it's pretty reasonably priced even in a full size. I think it's only 30 odd pounds, which is quite decent, but you do get a 15ml and it's a nice heavy weighted one to give it a try. Then from ALGENIST, we've got the Genius Collagen Calming Relief. Now I actually bought this in a full size without trying to sample or anything because another YouTuber I was watching said she loved it, so I gave it a try, and it is actually really good. Brilliant if you suffer from any kind of red patches or anything like that, or if your skin is sensitive. This works really well at calming things down. So this little 8ml size is a great one for you to give it a try before committing to the big size, because I really like it. It's also particularly good if you use a strong treatment on your skin, maybe a strong retinol or an acid treatment, and your skin reacts and gets quite red. This is really good at kind of fixing the issue and soothing it for you. It's also a really great moisturiser as well, so this is a great one for people to try. I'm pleased it's in here, and I'm just really pleased as well that I've got a little mini one for traveling and carrying around with me. Finally, another product I was really excited to see in here is a Sunday Riley CEO moisturiser. So this is another vitamin C product. It's a vitamin C moisturiser. It's in a 15g size. Now they don't sell this size in this particular moisturiser, but when they do sell this size normally, it's around about £20. So even though it's not worth as much as that when you work out the millilitres, if they were to sell it in this size, they would sell it for like £20, and it does smell of orange, which is lovely. I've actually been toying with buying this product for ages as well, but I've got a lot of other vitamin C products that I love, so I was like, I don't really need it. So to find it in here, I really wanted to use it, so I'm really pleased. So the standout products for me personally in this are the Sunday Riley CEO, the Exfolikate triple acid resurfacing treatment, the ALGENIST calming cream, the clean perfume, the Slaai mask, the NARS eyeshadow base, the makeup melting butter cleanse, and the SPFs. So let me know, did you manage to get your hands on this particular gift with purchase? If not, will you be looking out for the next one? I'll link at the end some of my previous gift with purchases for Space NK and Cult Beauty, because they generally are worth doing. You're not spending any extra if you just save up what you're going to need to buy and then get this for free. It's obviously a great deal. It's the best deal to do, really. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this unboxing. If you're new to Space NK and you want to sign up for an account, you can actually get £10 off your first order of £40 or more, and you get free delivery. I'll put a link underneath the video for that, so if you do want to take advantage of that, you absolutely can. And I do hope you will like this video, and please subscribe to make sure you don't miss any more of my unboxings. Bye guys!